Today we're going to be looking about how to find major and minor chords. Now this is something that people seem to forget every single week, so hopefully by making this video you'll remember what major and minor chords are. Now there are two numbers that you need to remember. Major is 4 and 3. So we have the big number first, because major is big, like the major premiership of the AFL. And minor is 3, then 4. So we have the small number first. Remember that there's only 4s and 3s. We only need to remember two numbers. So once you remember both of those numbers, then what you need to know is how they look like on the music. Now major chords are never going to have an M next to it. So if you see just a letter, or if you see a letter with some stuff next to it, but there's no M next to it, it's a major chord. If you see a letter and there's an M next to it, and even if there's other stuff next to it, then it's a minor chord. So let's have a look at how this might look on a piece of music. Okay, so we have the lead sheet for Faded over here. Let's have a look at which ones are major chords. So in the top line over here, we've got 4 chords. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they always appear at the top. Now, the ones with the M next to it are going to be a minor. So we can see there's only one minor chord here. So this is going to be 3 and 4. Okay, and you can see the rest don't have an M next to it, so they're going to be all majors. Okay, so these are all going to be 4 and 3. Okay, so now we know what major and minors look like on a lead sheet. Let's remind ourselves of how to find them. Now let's say that we have an E minor over here. So let's go back to our keyboard. And what we need to count is 3, then 4. And the best way to count this is just to draw lines in between the notes. So you can draw them with your finger when you're pointing to the keyboard, and that's probably the easiest way to find them. So first, in E minor, we have to start on an E. So I'm going to start with this E over here, and I'm going to move up 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, and my next note is going to be a G. Okay, now from this note, I'm going to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and my next note is going to be a B. And if I press all 3 of those notes down, that's going to be my E minor chord. Now, let's see whether we can find a little bit of a harder example. So remember, when we're counting, we got to make sure that we're counting all the white and black notes and we're zigzagging. So let's have a go at a D major. So that one was also, wait, no. Yeah, let's just have a go at D major. So we start from D. So that's going to be our first note. Then we're going to count up 4 first, because it's a major. 1, 2, 3, 4, and ooh, we got a black note here. Gotta press this black note here. Then we gotta count up 3. 1, 2, 3, and these are gonna be our 3 notes: D, F sharp, and A. So that's how we find chords. We just need to remember that there's 2 numbers, 4 and 3 for major, and 3 and 4 for minor. And then we just have to start on the right notes and count them. Remember that major chords don't have the M next to them, like this one over here and this one over here. But minor chords have the M next to them. So when you're trying to find them out, it might help to write the numbers next to the chords, just in case you forget. Hopefully that helps you find some of the major and minor chords in your song.